I haven't watched the Red Dead Redemption 2 reveal trailer of the gameplay.
They'll probably hang you, buddy.
Fucking Christ.
You coming, buddy?
In the late 1800s, America was evolving, on its way to becoming the most powerful country in the world. New immigrants arrived, thriving outposts
filthy
became
immigrants.
towns, and civilization was spreading rapidly into the huge, wild, and lawless frontier. With Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games aims to create a living world that's
A
not
living,
simply open,
breathing world.
but deeper,
Come on, pretty boy.
more interactive and detailed than ever.
Pretty boy?
Combining action, storytelling,
We need to get those people warm and fed.
and gameplay in new ways. As you live, ride, and fight to survive as an outlaw in a notorious gang.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
The game is an attempt to capture this pivotal moment when the age of outlaws was ending and the modern world was born. There is a huge world to explore, set across a range of America's heartland and frontier. From harsh mountain trails and dense forests to untamed swamplands and sweeping deserts, rugged livestock towns to modernizing cities and much more. All populated with a diverse cast of characters from turn-of-the-century life.
Now shoo, please. I'm waiting for someone interesting to turn up.
You play as Arthur Morgan, a trusted senior gun in the Vanderling gang, a band of outlaws and outcasts on the run from the pressures of civilized life.
We are gonna borrow a little money from old Uncle Sam and be out of his hair once and for all.
Each time they're forced to flee an area, the gang sets up a camp as a base. This is where gang members eat, sleep, perform chores, play games, and share stories.
Anyway, I got caught by some hill country sheriff stealing a chicken, I think it was. And he decided I was going to be hanged for it.
These are the people Arthur calls family, and you will get to know each gang member over the course of the game.
So, you save the silly bastard's life, then you and him go robbing sheep.
Helping the camp with food and supplies will keep morale high, while spending time with other gang members can reveal new secrets, fun things to do, and opportunities for mischief.
How about you and me go and redistribute some property?
In and out of camp, the world is alive and responds to the player.
Well, ain't this a rare treat?
And your guns aren't the only way to interact with the environment. Call out
Your
to a
fists
passing
are
rider.
as well.
Nice horse.
Talk yourself into trouble with a local tough guy.
Clear out.
Or out of trouble with a town sheriff. Or intimidate a witness into silence, and more.
Keep your mouth shut, or you're dead, friend.
You don't want to involve yourself with this.
Confrontations can be escalated or diffused.
Take it easy. Do what you want. I don't care.
You can form friendships
God, you did it.
or make enemies as you choose.
You killed my cousin, you sick son of a bitch!
I was
Your
gonna
actions
marry
have
him next
consequences,
week.
And it's up to you to decide just how honorable Arthur is.
Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Shooting and fighting have both been radically improved to make combat deep and engaging at all times. Each weapon has unique characteristics, with realistic reload and recoil that always keeps the player grounded and connected to the action in a gunfight. In a similar way, the bond with your horse is crucial and changes based on your treatment of the animal.
Hold still, girl.
Some breeds are better suited for certain tasks.
I got a fella been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while.
Your saddle and saddlebags can store extra weapons, along with supplies and animal carcasses that you pick up while out roaming or hunting. Over time, the bond between you and your horse will grow, making them easier to control in tense situations.
Yeah, he's a great horse, aside from when the devil got him.
A rich and varied ecosystem thrives in the world, full of predators, prey, and scavengers. All smart and sometimes deadly.
You want to come with me? I'll show you how we hunt one.
Hunting helps the camp or earns you money. Wound an animal and you'll have to track them down. Animal pelts and other items you find can be traded for cash to use at general stores, gunsmiths, saloons, and elsewhere.
This is God's own country, and I feel I'm in purgatory.
This is a world that is rich in depth and detail. All designed to be explored on horseback or on foot. As you live the fateful journey of a gang of outlaws on the run across America. In the next gameplay video, we'll look at missions, activities, enemy gangs, robberies, other things to do, and much more, including the evolution of sharpshooting using the Deadeye system.
I wonder if they're gonna... I hope they make it so you can do that kind of Deadeye stuff on the move. Kind of like in Splinter Cell Conviction. How you could... Not Conviction, Blacklist. How you can mark people and then you do it on the move. That'd be cool. I really liked how it seemed like the horse has a lot of momentum. I think it's here.
All designed to be explored on horseback.
Look at that. That
or
moment,
on
I really felt the whoosh as he was taking off. Like, that seemed pretty cool. I don't know how scripted that was.
On horseback or on foot.
But that's pretty cool. There was a bit of gunplay. Where is it? Here.
This keeps the player grounded and connected to the action in a gunfight.
He's kind of aiming in. I kind of liked how he went pew, bang, and then kind of lowered. That animation was pretty cool.
In a gunfight.
So he's aiming in, and then just blind fired at the end. In a way, hip fired. I like this. This kind of reminds me of a Never-Ending Story. Where was that bit where he was going through the lake? Not the lake. The swamp. Like a bit of a swampy area. This looks cool. Neon. I always like a bit of neon. Where was that? Where was the... I don't know where it was. Was it this bit?
Property.
He reminds me of Trevor.
In and out of camp, the world is alive and lock yourself into trouble. Your action there is fighting.
Save
Engage
people.
keeps the player based on your tasks. You can store extra weaknesses that you control in a rich and
aside from when the devil's got.
A rich and varied ecosystem thrives in the world, full of predators, prey, and scavengers.
One thing I never liked about Rockstar games is that the character always feels super weighty in a bad way. Weighty doesn't necessarily always mean bad, but kind of like how it kind of feels like you're not even controlling your character. Like when you actually... And it's not even like it has momentum, it just feels like you can't control your character very well. You know? So I kind of hope they improve that, but here, like it still looks quite weighty.
And detailed than ever. Combining action.
They said they want Red Dead Redemption to redefine gaming, and I'm like, it looks like a game. Looks like a game. You know, it looks amazing, but it looks like a game. I don't see how it's going to redefine stuff. I bet you it's going to be about 20 billion times better than Far Cry 5. Hopefully, I feel like we haven't... Like, hopefully this game's going to come around and actually fucking show people how to make a fucking good game. Because I think people have forgotten that in this generation. Like, people just don't know how to make good games anymore. And this is going to come and fucking slap Far Cry 5's fucking arse cheeks and we're actually going to get a proper good fucking game and not some fucking checklist. There was a bit where you were going through. There was a bit where you were going through a town. I kind of like how it doesn't. It looks a bit. Oh, I don't know how to explain it. It looks a bit bumpy and crooked. You know, it's not like. It's not completely symmetrical and flat. You know, that's pretty cool. It gives it life, I think. There was a bit. Where was the bit? There was a bit somewhere. Where was the bit? How can I not find the bits? I can't find the bits. I will find you. I want to find you. Ah, here we go, this bit. Like how it curves, how the town curves. Like normally it's just a complete straight line, completely flat, all symmetrical. And this it gives it life. It's curved, it kind of is living in a way, if that makes sense. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like this. I hope there's a little bit of this in the game. A little bit more, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Don't know how big the map is yet. I don't think it's going to redefine gaming like they say. But I hope there's lots of ways to interact with the world. Just to be able to do cool shit. But it does seem like your character is going to be quite heavy. I like to actually feel somewhat agile. That's the problem with Rockstar games. You always feel like you've got anvils tied to your shoes, to your ankles. You're like, oh, I'm so weighty, and like I said, that doesn't always mean bad. I just think it just means bad in Rockstar games. I don't think they do the character movement that great. It's always kind of awkward. So I hope you feel a bit more agile, in control of your character. Because it would always feel like you would press A to jump, and then it would take like 3 seconds for the character to actually jump. It always felt like that in Red Dead Redemption. Like you'd move your character and it would take a couple of seconds for the character to actually move. That's Trevor.
Distribute some property.
Is that Trevor? It even sounds like Trevor. Anyway, that's that. I kind of like how you got the controls here. It's kind of Assassin's Creed-y. I kind of like that. You know, that might be immersion breaking for a lot of people, but not for me. Don't really know who this character is still. But I hope there's lots of secret stuff. There was kind of some scary stuff in the first game. There was like a haunted place and it was fucking terrifying. Got the same kind of mini-map and icons.
In the next gameplay video,
I wonder if there's
we'll
going to be
missions, activities,
kind of looks like a heist,
enemy gangs, robberies,
a railway
other things
heist,
to do, and much more, including the evolution of sharpshooting using the Deadeye
They
system.
say evolution, it looks exactly the same. We'll see. But it looks good. Definitely looks good. Look good. See what people are saying. Dude, look at those graphics. This is amazing, especially for console. The video was captured entirely from in-game footage. That's the thing. It's only on bloody... It's only on console. Fuck. And if they release this on PC, you know, like a year down the line, kind of like they did, or a year and a half down the line, like they did with GTA 5, it's kind of got to be unfair to people who played, you know, haven't played the first game. Even though I know it's a prequel, so I guess the story, it's its own story. You don't need to play the first game. So why? I'm really baffled at why they called it Red Dead Redemption 2. Obviously to sell more copies. If they didn't, people probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't have sold as well. But I would hope people wouldn't be that stupid. But who knows? Because it shouldn't, like, Red Dead Redemption, it's called Red Dead. The series is called Red Dead, not Red Dead Redemption. It should be called Red Dead something else. I don't know. I don't know why it's called Red Dead Redemption 2. That's just kind of silly. Silly to me. But Xbox One X, this is the only time where I would say Xbox One X is the better place to play it, because it's not on PC. If it was on PC, then it'd be PC, but because it's not. This is like the only reason to own an Xbox One X, so you can get the best experience for Red Dead Redemption 2. It's the only reason. We found it. We found the reason to own an Xbox. We found it. I just hope they don't fuck it up like they did with GTA 5. Because GTA 5 was like one of my favourite games of 2013. Probably the best game. And they completely fucked it up. And I fucking hate it now. It's fucking shit. It's fucking awful. I hate it. It's garbage. I can't recommend anyone play it. They've completely soiled it. It's awful. I hope they don't do this with this. I hope they don't. I don't like how that's got so many likes. That's not good. That's not good for anyone. It's stupid. I own all the consoles apart from the Switch, which I hope to get a Switch very soon. Obviously, it's not going to come on Switch. Never. And it should be on everything, really. The graphics is better than GTA 5. Yeah, I'd hope so, because it's been 5 years. Do 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 do. And I hate how they just focused on the online, and it's fucking shit. It's awful. The online is terrible. It's garbage. I'm surprised I even like playing the online. I'm like, why did I even like this game? You know, the online has fucked it up so much. I'm like, I don't even know why I like this game. Even though when I played it, I was like, this is amazing. I don't know. And they always release it at like the end of the generation. Well, it's not the end of the generation, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Pretty close. And I hate prequels. I wish it wasn't a prequel. Anyway, that's Red Dead Redemption 2, which it shouldn't be called. I'm not going to call it Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm just going to call it Red Dead something.